That's an existential question. Why these human beings are, after all, required? What to fulfill what? I don't know. Maybe as of now, I think that human beings are the final evolution by which the planet Earth comes to its end. Like some bodies, some kind of a precipitations developing in the body by which the plants or the trees or the beings die eventually. Similarly, the planet Earth also has to die. Die meaning cease to exist in the original way. So the only parasite it can develop is the human beings. They create all kinds of technologies and the chemicals and weapons, and now it is the biological weapon. I think biological weapon is the last, and now and other pollutions, needless activities. So by the virus, by the precipitation of the human entities, by their activities, the planet Earth will come to its own destruction. That's what I I I understand. Everything has to that variant and invariant. Everything is a variant. So planet Earth is a huge thing. So it will take some time for that variant to decay, achieve, come to atrophy and to dissipate. And I also presume that perhaps millions of years time back, even Moon and other planets also had some kind of a being, and that also have come to this kind of an inert state. Similarly, maybe whatever number of years, planet Earth also will remain kind of an inert body in the celestial, in the total system. So that's better because this drama doesn't make any difference. Even if you get enlightened, even if you live a wonderful life, after all, it's a kind of a drama. There is no meaning in searching the reasons and all this. That's it. There's a bubble of consciousness, and that consciousness feels good or bad, and then that bubble disappears. So it is basically the equation at that particle wave. That's all. At the particle subatomic level too, at the human level. Or buildings are constructed, that will go. Bridges are constructed, that will go. Huge structures, that also will vanish one day. Huge empires vanished one day. So, same way. Maybe this is also some kind of an activity, Ramesh.
Mhm.
Like ordinary people sit down and talk nonsense under a tree and play something and engage in popular rumors. Perhaps we are also doing some kind of a rumor. But not actually. There's an integration of the body happening.
Mm.
Yeah. Because if you, that is one angle. Now, if you look at human being as an integral part of the planet Earth by its five elements and other variables, and which is given a sort of self-regulating consciousness, unlike birds and monkeys and lions. um, uh, those who maintain that integrity, those who maintain the ethics of that consciousness, and thereby evolve into a flowering, into its blooming, then they would experience something wonderful at a later point of time. Others are all kind of parasites, some kind of wrong beings. Like we are all thrown into this planet of existence. Some fall into beautiful places and bloom, and unfortunately, some fall into rocky terrains and they don't bloom. That's all. Perhaps, uh, no doubt, by having the capacity to evolve into this level of attention to details and attention to very subtle orbits of possibility, I'm sure we are all luckily you know, planted into very fertile soil. So we can simply feel, or we can very gently feel lucky about us. That's all. that we are able to understand the totality of existence, whereas everybody else is just unconscious victims of existence living in some corners. That's the only difference. And many more differences which all of you will find out. So, as I always repeat, this is not a platform where so-called knowledges are conveyed, knowings are conveyed. No. It's a platform where every one of you is made sensitive and competent and maybe a little bit inducted into that greater possibilities of human attention. And you have to do the remaining work. Because your path is your path is your path. As simple as that. And you create wonders. You create Jonathan Livingston seagulls of your domain. That's all. And when you fly in that domain, you will enjoy. That's all. A different kind of enjoyment, where you will feel that that enjoyment is somehow much more correct and complete and elegant than some other artificial enjoyments. That's all. And so even that is your own personal feeling. So discover that personal flight of you. Discover that bird of that entity of Jonathan Livingston inside you. That's all. All right. Minashi may be late because she has to attend a planning board meeting. Then Vinay also would be yeah. Vinay also would be a little bit late. So we can in general wait for another 5 minutes, having this kind of what you call what you call it is called warming up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Meenakshi ji had messaged.
Hmm.
She said she may not be able to attend the session as she has an extended meeting which may go till 9:30.
Yeah, let her go. As we always anticipated, as I always even daringly predicted in the very beginning, the path of every one of you will take unexpected, sometimes even strange, but invariably great turns. Because of the simple logic that the level of preparation defines the path of existence. So Meenakshi being nominated to state planning board, even she is very surprised. Who nominated, how it happened, nothing, no clarity. Nitya, did you join the new department?
On October 11th, sir.
October 11.
Yeah, they asked for 4 weeks notice here,
Oh,
so negotiated.
wonderful. I think Nitya has already changed two jobs,
Yeah.
two clients in the last 6 months. No, this is not to. Don't. I mean, these are all just information. Don't get biased about that, and don't get into comparative mode. We are all very happy that Nitya is being invited to join some departments. It is so fascinating, and that normally in governments it do not happen. She was invited to join another department. So that's all very beautiful. There perhaps similar things may be happening in somebody else's lives also. We are not sure. We don't care. But here it is beautiful. And I'm sure wherever she goes, she will be the star. No doubt. That's important. She may not become CEOs or what you call head of a ministry or anything. But I'm sure everyone who comes across her would feel good about her. That is very important. That is important. Okay, I know so many people. I have never come across someone who really loved. So forget about love. Feel something positive for, let us say, a district collector. You can also ask. I have asked so many managers. Please tell me, do you really respect and love your boss? I don't think I got a positive answer. Okay, two, three, four. That's all. Okay, somebody loving you and respecting you, you may not get any monetary benefit or anything like that. But that is the music of existence. As I told you, we can say, oh, lady ko dekha nahi hai, madam ko dekha nahi hai. So you can also say, ka karega sajini balam to aya nahi hai. So you can also sing, ka karum sajini aya na balam. So these are all choices, and it doesn't require any training to enjoy. ఆయన బాలం So that instinctive enjoyment of music is there. So that is the possibility. So that instinctive enjoyment of wherever you is, like Nitya is enjoying, like Meenakshi is enjoying, like every one of you is enjoying. That is your creation. So making you discover, identify, and translate that identified aspect into doing and being. That is the purpose of this program. That every one of you is already capable. You have already become capable of that. Now you are just continuing. Now you are just gaining extra. That's all. Actually. The day you have become so familiar with the woodcutter, so familiar with the dynamics of creative analytical thinking and discussing Jack and Jill, the day you became so attuned with the life of the prince and the cook, you may not know, but I can really see what is happening in that neuronal system. And every one of us is nothing but a manifestation. Our expressions, our responses, our behaviors, our actions, our ways of relationships, and our languages delivered outside and happening inside. They're all, every moment and every movement of that is completely controlled or defined and determined by the neuronal process. That's all, as simple as that. Okay, wonderful.